Welcome to HugNation. It is 1 o'clock on the West Coast. The time every week when we have HugNation, we take just a few minutes from our day to connect with all the people around the world. It is a moment in time when we throw out where we are physically and we focus on where we are spiritually and mentally. And that place is HugNation. That is a safe place. It is a place of love. It is a place where we can let down our guard and throw out our arms. Physical arms, spiritual arms, mental arms, and embrace the world. But before we do that, we spend a few moments with a little story that adds to the Tao Buffet, a little taste of some spiritual idea or thought that you can swirl around your mouth, swallow it if you like it, and spit it out if you don't. This particular Tao Buffet entry is something that I share at Burning Man and those types of events where gifting is encouraged, and I think gifting should be encouraged just about everywhere, so I try to spread this wherever I can. It started when I first moved to where I live right now. I moved from a webcam house which was full of people and we had webcams and electricity and input output bzzz, and then I moved to where I live now, which is right by the ocean. It's very quiet and calm, and my life started to revolve around the tides and sunsets, and so I would time my beach walks according to the tides and the sunsets. And on those walks I would collect shells, and because even on the most desolate beach there are other people, and the perfect shells get picked up very quickly. And so I found myself struggling to find perfect shells. All I would find was broken shells. And as I was searching for perfect shells and I started picking up the broken shells, I realized something. There is no such thing as a broken shell. They are all perfect. Let me show you what a shell looks like in its original form. Alright, this is close to what they're like before they get broken up. Okay, it's a beautiful thing, and that's what I was originally looking for. But as time and the waves and the rocks, thousands and thousands upon caresses of the ocean and nature and patterns and cycles, they start to get battered and they start to get battered and they start to get battered. And eventually they get battered into these amazing little perfect circles. These little perfect things. And so I realized as I went around the beach, there were no, quote, perfect shells on the beach, but there were occasionally I would find these also perfect, but in a different form. These shells I found all over the place, and so I started collecting these. And the more I thought about these wonderful, beautiful things, I realized how incredibly poetic they were. These shells are midway on their journey from being new to being sand. And along their journey they take many forms and take many blows and get many cycles and cycles and cycles. But midway on that journey they look like this. They're perfect all along the way, but midway they look like this. And so I like to give these to people as reminders that we too are always midway on our path, and we too are always perfect. More lessons from nature coming up. And with that, since we're all perfect and we're all here, let's have a HugNation hug. So wherever you are right now, let's grab ourselves by the shoulders. Let's look on the chat room and see all these wonderful names, all these wonderful people all over the world. And know that you don't have to be in this chat room to be a part of this hug. You just have to, at this time of the day on Tuesday, visualize that people all over the world that would far rather hug you than hurt you. and send out your embrace to those people, and they will be sending it out to you. So squeeze yourselves by the shoulder, and imagine the arm squeezing you are all those loving brothers and sisters all over the world. And that torso you're squeezing is just representative of all the people in the world, the love-filled brothers and sisters that are a part of the one. It can be a frightening and scary world, and there are a lot of things that remind you or try to scare you into thinking that you're alone and that we're separate. So let's just take a few seconds in this day to remind ourselves the truth that we are all connected and we're all a part of the one. So let's just squeeze and think about that and send out our love and feel the love coming into us. Simply allow it. That's all we need to do. On behalf of myself, all the attendees in the chat room, and Grandpa Caleb, happy Hug Nation. Thank you for feeling the love and spreading the love. Hopefully that love follows you on your week and you can spread it in your journey. Happy Hug Nation. We will see you next week.
You only live once. Enjoy the color.